miss him. I just want to know that he's okay.
Ashley Walton believes she was the last person to see her brother, 31-year-old Kyle Kirchem of Gladstone. It was Saturday night, November 19th. She says he'd been feeling down and had struggled a bit with depression.
I would do anything for Kyle. Like, he's incredibly kind and caring, and like, foremost, he's a great father to an 8-year-old son who loves him and misses him.
The Wednesday before Thanksgiving, someone found Kyle's car. It was down an embankment off Highway 224, southeast of Estacada in the Mount Hood National Forest. Deputies say the airbags were not deployed and there were no signs that he'd been injured. On Thanksgiving Day, the Clackamas County Search and Rescue Team checked the area but couldn't find anything. Kyle's family and volunteers haven't given up, despite snow on the ground and slick conditions.
We've been looking in the woods every day, but like that's the last place that I want him to be, because I mean, it's been like, 10 days now?
Ashley says her brother loves to hike. She believes that's what he was heading out to do when his car went off the road. From the gear they found, she says it looks like he tried to tow himself out before walking away.
I don't think that he just drove out there to harm himself.
Kyle Kirchem is about 5'11", 155 pounds with brown hair and hazel eyes. He was last seen wearing a green and blue flannel coat with black or gray pants.
His family, his friends, his coworkers, his son, especially his son. Like, we need him home, we need him to be safe.
Kyle's family is grateful for any bit of information that the public may have to share, including possible sightings of Kyle. Police tell me the best number to call with tips is the Clackamas County non-emergency line, and dispatch will get you to the right place. In Clackamas County, Catherine Cook, KGW News.
Greetings and salutations, friends. Welcome to today's reading. Now, the news clip didn't have all the information that's happened since the family has been out to look for him in the last location where he's found, and that would be, or last location where his vehicle was found, excuse me. So I do have some notes here I'm going to read off that wasn't in the news clip. The day that he left, which was Sunday, the 20th of November, he left his home. That's where he was last seen. He left behind his house keys and cell phone. He only took his wallet and his computer. However, he didn't have any cash on hand, and his cards have not been used since the day he went missing. Now, on the 21st, on that Monday, the next day, a witness found his vehicle crashed down an embankment. At the crash site, the family found the car keys less than 2 feet from the car. K9 units tracked his scent 2 miles up the road. He had took out his tow hook and used a flare, and according to his GPS, was headed somewhere in Estacada, 56 miles away from his home. Now, police are not willingly helping this family. I don't understand why. A witness saw the car crashed at between 4:30 and 5 p.m., meaning Kyle crashed the car between 1:40 and 5 p.m. So other than the K9 unit tracking his scent 2 miles up the road, there's not been any signs of him, anything. I believe he was picked up. Now, you're talking about an area where there's a foot of snow on the ground and it's cold, and he wouldn't be able to survive out in that weather, especially dressed as he was. They said just wearing a jacket, a hoodie, and sweatpants. There ain't no way. He didn't have any food on him, no cash on him. Accounts haven't been used. Yeah, I got a few questions here. Actually, I got more than the 10, but we're just going to start out with these 10, and if it leads us to, we'll have a second reading on some more questions. Kyle Kirchem out of Gladstone, Oregon, 30 years old, went missing on 20th of November. Let's see, you're coming up on a month. Let's see here. Show me what Kyle's state of mind was the day that he went missing. What he was thinking of, what he was feeling. Why he left his house keys and phone behind. Why he didn't take them with him. What his plans were upon leaving the house. What was in Estacada? Circumstances surrounding the car crash. Circumstances surrounding the car keys not being with Kyle. Events that occurred after the car crash. Circumstances surrounding the disappearance. Who or what is responsible for Kyle's disappearance? The reason or motive. And reveal Kyle's location or something of evidentiary value that can be connected back to Kyle. Well. Kyle's state of mind. We've one's reversed, and that shows bad or delayed news, setbacks, and communication getting complicated. This was what was on his mind when he was thinking about. Just to clarify here, what was the bad or delayed news? Strength. That's a card of inner strength. It's learning to master your fears and anxiety, to be courageous and daring. Why he left his keys and phone at home. That's the Three of Cups reversed. That's a flirtation or an indulgence that's gone too far. It's affairs and heated emotions. Emotional betrayal, and it indicates celebrations being canceled. That's in particular weddings or engagements broken off. Backstabbing and sabotaging by people you thought were your friends. Plans upon leaving home. That's going to be the Four of Wands. It's a time for reward. It signifies coming home and reunions, security, laying down roots, and represents families coming together. Sounds like a relationship getting back together. So let's clarify that for me. It's going to be Five of Wands reversed. It represents the end of arguments, conflict, and fighting. It signifies solutions, reaching agreements, compromise, peace, and harmony. But also, it's deception and misinformation and being misled, because what you're being told is exaggerated and untrue, and it shows the element of dishonesty. Circumstances surrounding the car crash. That's going to be the Eight of Swords reversed. That's feeling trapped, having emotions of anger, regrets, guilt. It's representing release, freedom, and escape. It's finding options and solutions. Being clear-minded, relieving pressure, and facing fears or truths. I'll clarify here. Did Kyle stage this, or did something happen that was out of his control? Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. That's methodically working towards something you want. The effort you're putting in is not going to be in vain. Hard work pays off with results, rewards, and accomplishment of goals. So I would say this was at least in the beginning, staged or set up to look like. Especially with the keys there. Car keys not with Kyle, it's going to be the Hermit. That's the opportunity to take the time away, enjoying solitude, needing space to process your thoughts and feelings, breaking with tradition and finding a unique approach to a challenge, needing time alone, removing yourself from the daily grind and isolating yourself to recover from a difficult situation. Yeah, this is trying to get over this broken engagement or failed relationship. And events that occurred after the car crash, it's going to be the Knight of Cups reversed. That's disappointment. And an offer that doesn't materialize, leaving you feeling confused by someone who is untrustworthy and unreliable, continuing their cycle of manipulation. It's also a lover who has intimacy or commitment issues, their behavior being inconsistent, unpredictable, and one who deflects the problems onto you in the relationship. Now, this is also a stressful situation. Indicates or is aspected as a male adult who first appears charming and trustworthy, but is actually disloyal, passive-aggressive, and a manipulator. I'm going to clarify that. You know what happened after the car crash. It'll be the Five of Swords. It's card of battle and loss. Tension and conflicts in relationships and walking away. Underhanded behavior and deception, leading to serious conflict, hostility, aggression, and violence, which is situations such as crime, bullying, abuse, assault, and murder. Circumstances surrounding Kyle's disappearance is going to be the Nine of Cups reverse. That's shattered dreams, the ego stepping in, being accompanied by self-centeredness and emotional disconnection, smugness, but it's also getting what you want and it not being what you thought it would be, or not turning out how it's supposed to be as well. Who or what is responsible for Kyle's disappearance is going to be the Seven of Pentacles reversed. That's a change in plans or life direction, lack of growth, setbacks, delays, and not finishing what you started. So what started all this was this relationship flunking. Reason or motive, it's going to be Six of Wands reversed. The reward you hope for not materializing when you need it to, being let down by others, these others being arrogant and self-important. It signifies being at the disadvantage, disloyalty, betrayal of trust, deceptive actions or nature, and broken promises. Now, when it comes to location of either Kyle or evidence leading to Kyle, that's going to be the Six of Pentacles reversed. Now, put this out here, Six of Pentacles. The element of this card is Earth. The tree of life position being rebirth. Now, the key meanings of the Six of Pentacles is property, family, and inheritance. Now, reading by the card, you've got a nobleman holding a pair of scales. That's someone with the ability to rebalance or acting in good faith, the virtue of generosity. Being able to help someone, the ability to help someone with rebalancing. Now you see the two beggars here. One is wounded and the other needs help. This is all existing in a barren place, which you see that's beyond the city walls here. Under a white sky devoid with no color, devoid of any color. So you've got existing in a barren place beyond city walls under a white sky that's devoid of any color. Now, these beggars accepting coins shows a temporary serenity here. And the six meaning the past creates the present and future. That tells the whole story, I believe. I have more questions than answers at this point. Which, before I really tell what I think this reading meant or what happened, that there's some more questions that need to be answered first of all. So, this will be held over for reading number 2. I want to thank you for taking the time to go through this reading with me. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.